Hey everyone, this is Ellie Barnes in Holy Cross, Lower 9th Ward, New Orleans. I'm here today for a quick video about the salt water that is rolling up the Mississippi River from the Gulf of Mexico. This is happening because it's been a drought year and no rain has fallen on the central part of the United States. Therefore, the Mississippi River, which starts in Minnesota, is very low, historically incredibly low. And as this happens, the silt levees that are in the riverbed prevent the salt water from the ocean from really flowing up into the riverway, because that is not salt water, it's fresh water, and certainly it has its climate and habitat. And it is the location of our drinking water in New Orleans. I can believe it when I heard it, but yes, we suck water out of the Mississippi River, send it through tremendous amounts of chemical and ultraviolet and Ramos versus chemical plants, and then it comes out of our tap and our hose. It's what we brush our teeth with, wash our car with, and water our gardens. I know my video shaking, it's because I got to shuffle a little bit. So the main problem with this not is that we can't get some bottled water to drink. I already buy bottled water. I think it's a great idea. I don't think the Mississippi River is what we should really be drinking, because imagine what has to be done to it chemically to make it fit to drink. It's very yucky body of water chemically. Okay, and I love Mother Mississippi. She's my mother, she's my heart, and I make offerings to her, and I absolutely love her, and I'm sorry the condition she's in. I want to see for gardening, for water usage, for Orleans Parish, St. Bernard's Parish, Plaquemines Parish. It's coming from the Gulf, which is to the east of New Orleans. So it'll be starting really closer to me. I'm on the eastern side of the French Quarter. It will reach my area of the Mississippi sooner than later, and wherever these intake valves are, where they bring water in and put it through the processing plants, there's one below me in St. Bernard Parish, and that is predicted to have saltwater intrusion by October 19th. Noticeable saltwater in the water, and I don't know whether we can taste it at that point, but St. Bernard Parish has just had delivery of a major desalinization equipment. I don't know how many gallons a minute it does. But what I'm really asking is, how bad is this situation for New Orleans in general and the surrounding parishes for our water usage, gardening, watering our plants, cleaning our pool, washing our car? You know, salt water is corrosive. You definitely don't want to drink too much of it, because you'll be poo-pooing a lot for several days after you drink salt water. This is why we say don't drink water in the ocean. So we can't really deal with it we can't drink it if there's too much salt in it. So, and it'll kill our plants. Salt around the roots, and it's just the wrong pH. Salt water kills plants. Okay, what happens? I'm going to look at this every 5 days. It's going to be a tarot card. I'm looking at my places first, the east side or the lower part of the Mississippi River. Does this salt water get to us? Even if it rains, even if it starts raining heavily in the middle of the country, it takes 3 months for that water to get down here to us. So it's an impossibility that we get saved because of rain in the heartland. Maybe rain here helps dilute it, and I do know that they're planning on, this is just ridiculous to me, trucking in clean water so they can add to it so it's not so salty. Every 5 days, what happens with the saltwater incursion from the Gulf of Mexico up into the Mississippi River? How serious a problem is this? When does it reach certain stages? Do we cope with it, and how well do we cope with it? Saltwater coming up the Mississippi from the Gulf of Mexico at this stage of drought. Go above our brains into the infinite field, finding true and accurate facts and information. Bring that down to us, onto the table, into the reading. The universe is infinite. It contains all information. We're seeking truth and finding it now in ways we understand comfortably and easily for the audience of Ellie Barnes Psychic. I love these detective things, you know. I go back and watch, dude, y'all, YouTube, Ellie Barnes Psychic on my YouTube channel. I had a bomb predictions for hurricanes this year. I got it all right. 5, 10, I don't read reversals, 15, 20, 25 days, 30 days. Okay, farmers, we've got 35 more days in St. Bernard Parish at Araby Holy Cross, at the most, to not have salt water in our water that is going to kill some plants. I don't think it's nearly as lethal as it could be, and I think the content of it is not as strong as it could be, but it's definitely coming. Like I said, rain now, even if it does rain a lot, really won't affect things. What it will be good for if it rains is we don't have to water, right? I have huge herb gardens. I water $350 a month worth of watering, and it comes out of the Mississippi. So I'm doing a lot of proactive water right now while my hose water is still good. Harvesting a lot of things. Some things are going to die back with freeze, you know. Trying not to disable these plants. I buy drinking water. Oh, showers. Wow. It might be nice to make a few gallons if you have some containers of a vinegar, a tablespoon of vinegar in a gallon of clean water, so you can rinse off and rinse your hair. I think it's real. I think it's salt water's coming into the Mississippi, and I think it's going to start impacting us. Me first. Garden district's probably going to be, you know, into November, but I still think that's going to be a problem. We will get some rain. The Army Corps of Engineers, bless their hearts, they probably don't help at all. They might even make things worse. But in 65 days, it's all better, and we're all back to normal, and we can still make cocktails and drinks. I love this. Okay, we're going to look at it again. I'll have to come back on here and look at it again. It's a real problem that's happening. Try to read about it a little bit and make some decisions about what you can do to help your yard. I don't think your personal health is degraded, but it can be. Drink bottled water and keep abreast of things and think about it. Don't just be mindless about water and using water. Like for your dog bucket. You know, I feed my dog's water bucket out of the tap. I've got buckets outside and buckets inside, so that can't happen anymore. There's certain more delicate herbs that I don't want them to be watered at all with any salt water. So, because a little bit they can handle it. You know, it's near the water. It's ocean-ish. Get ready. We're going to talk about this some more. That's my prediction for saltwater incursion into the Mississippi River for New Orleans, October 2023.